Live 2024 tournament. Night number 2 comes to a conclusion with Why Must You Hate Me versus Equations 19 from the Ring Division. I am Moonrise and Phoenix, and joining me in the booth tonight, PDX Rex. Good evening.
How's it going, MRP?
Good to be back in the booth. Always good to see you. This match between two skilled players.
Yeah, I was doing a little research on these guys before it started, and they started playing this game 2 weeks apart a couple years ago. And the matchup is currently 36 races, 32 equations, 6 to Yumi, but it is 3-3 in the last 6 races. So, you know, these guys are really close in skill level and when they've started. So it's going to be nice to see how this one plays out.
Absolutely right. I'm surprised of the overall though. 30-6. Goodness.
Yeah, it was pretty lopsided there in the beginning. I think when they first started, I know Yumi's a lot of vanilla, a lot of Z2, Z2R. So, you know, I don't know if he went full in on equations. I don't know too much about equations besides just seeing him in tournaments here or there. So, I'm not quite sure what else his background is in.
Well, I can't say he's continuing to delve into new games, but that is a story for another day. It looks like our runners are just about ready to get going here tonight.
All right, and we are on the wood sword start screen, but not the wood sword, but a nice 3. I think Jesse Andy might have had something to do with that.
Oh goodness, and say hi to Lionel's on your overworld today. That's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't really care where the Lionels are at. It's the Wizrobes that I really care about.
I mean, Lionel's are just as much of a problem. Maybe not at this level.
Yeah, I don't mind them either way, Dungeons or the Overworld, but I really want the Wizrobes to be on the Overworld when I'm playing.
So we've got Equations 19 picking up their first heart container at the river. Yumi probably going to be heading there right now. Equations a step ahead as they find any roads.
Yeah, it's really good to take any roads early in this flag set because you want to know how close you can get to the Armos or the 3 Armos if you're not starting on that side of the map.
Absolutely. And 2 of our any roads are heading to the southwest corner tonight. Not great.
That last one's good though. So nothing in this Armos screen, but he's got 2 more to check a little bit south of here, and Yumi's back in the take any roads as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Equations does find a door repair, and he's found them at the best time.
Yeah, $3. That's pocket change you're losing.
Exactly. It's a small. It is a. Oh, hey, look. What were we talking about a few moments ago?
We were hoping we got some Wizrobes on the Overworld, so looks like Dungeons might be a breeze tonight, but I don't want to speak too soon.
No, medium secret found by Yumi. It's 31 rupees.
Yeah, you're not too displeased with that.
No, but you might be displeased with, a little bit of vanilla.
So Equations never went back and checked that one. He went straight through the any roads and is checking these other ones first. So he's going to be pretty disappointed when he comes up empty-handed from the Armos.
I'm not sure Yumi's feeling much better seeing the power bracelet from the Armos.
Yeah, that gives you a lot of extra checks early that you can see, but sometimes it's a waste of time checking a lot of those.
Another medium secret. Equations opting to go look at the coast meanwhile.
Yep, let's see if we got anything good here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get there as well. Well, here's another take. 85 hearts now for Equations.
Yeah, that's good if you're going to stumble upon the white sword item, having at least 5 before you see it. Oh, it's a Jess Andy roll. It's a Jess Andy seed. We got the tutor on the coast.
Well, and again, I can't say I'm too surprised.
I wonder what's going to be in 6. My prediction's the latter.
Oh, dear.
if we're gonna go full Jess Andy C, we might as well just go Jess Theorem as well.
Potentially. Equations saying no to that secret. Interesting strategy there.
Yeah, so Equations is going to make his way back up to the Armos and find his power bracelet. And I'm kind of surprised, we're 4 minutes in, we haven't seen a dungeon yet, but, this early candle's a good start to be able to stay around your home base and clear a lot of this stuff out.
I mean, for all we know, Candle Row's going to have something.
It's got cheap meat.
Yeah, good old pepper steak, 53 rupees.
I like how we've got a nice diversion of routes here so far. Well, there's your Candle Row level, but not one we can quite get into just yet.
That's going to be a little while before we get to that one. Nice. A little bit more vanilla to go with that power bracelet. 20 rupees is our door repair cost tonight.
No bombs on either side, so there's a little bit of backtracking we're going to have to do a little bit later in the seed and finding some of these bomb holes.
Oh, that's a fun... another door repair behind a power bracelet. That's no fun game. Also, no fun is the fact that our blue ring shop is over at the Grave Armos 251 tonight.
It's a pretty penny, and Equations goes down. Looks like he was going to clear a couple of these screens and then go down to the Armos, but he's going to have to take the long way now.
Desert shop possibly next for Yumi? Nope. Wants to check that power bracelet spot. Might have the wood sword. No sword.
Yeah, so that's kind of one of the little quirks on these flags, being the Armos item. The wood sword could be behind one of these push blocks.
That's right. And meanwhile, Equation's about to check what Yumi just did, but opts not to continue on Candle Row just yet.
Yeah, he's going to pop over and get that Armos item real quick. Hopefully, if he can get through this screen. He's going to probably get the fairy fountain first.
Yeah. Especially in a second quest overworld like this, I'm all for that.
Yeah, you want to stay healthy in a seed like this with Wizrobes and Lionels, and even you got Stalfos shooting things at you on the overworld.
And meanwhile, Yumi finds a prescription in the forest potion shop.
I love the potion paper, one of my favorite items.
I mean, you're not wrong for thinking that. There's the power bracelet for Equations. We're mostly tied up on items. Actually, we are tied.
Yeah, Jess, Yumi should have the candle there. Looks like your input got eaten. I mean, it is late. I bet the tracker's looking for a late night snack.
Yeah, midnight snack. And speaking of midnight snack, look at that Lionel.
The firing squad.
No, that's no fun. A quick cycle of the room gives Yumi a chance to check Letter Mountain. Meanwhile, and finds, not much of anything there.
Nope. These guys are really clearing the overworld really quick right now. Getting that early power bracelet gives you a good opportunity, but we're leaving all these bomb spots open. When are we going to see some bombs?
I mean, the problem right now is that you've got absolutely no sword, so getting a bomb off of any kind of drop is going to be next to impossible, and there's your bomb price. Want another reason to think bomb getting is going to be impossible in the early game?
Yeah,
how about that price?
Give me one more reason. What were those numbers?
39.
Woo, that's tough.
Yeah, don't like to see that.
Looks like that Octorok went down though pretty easily, so that might be the key here is to light some Octoroks on fire.
Well, there's something for Yumi. You can't say no to that. That's a white sword heart container at 4 hearts.
You know, with an overworld like this, it's probably going to be needed.
I'm not saying no to that. Meanwhile, Equations does find a sword, but it's the wrong one.
Little too early for that sword. Yep, and as predicted, Yumi is going straight for those Octoroks, trying to find, you know, someone to drop a bomb for him.
Yeah, but not much in the way of bombs. A lot of shops.
Yeah, no levels yet either. Oh, and then one of those appearing whiz robes out of nowhere.
It's gonna be one of those nights, right?
Yep, that's gonna push Yumi here to the east a little bit more again. So we'll see if we can finally get something to show up on the map here.
He doesn't have the information about the coast item though. He might be headed that way.
Yeah, it's probably gonna hit these burn bushes. If he gets bombs, maybe go down. But if not, he's probably gonna go up and check the coast item from here.
Oh goodness. Also to note with a second quest overworld is that the secret distribution is a little bit skewed from what we're used to.
Yeah, we're gonna have one large secret. And some more cheat meat.
High five for our runners there. And Yumi says, "Get out of my way, Octorok. I've got places to be."
So we got a couple ring shops, but at 251 and the way that these prices are rolling out, I don't think we're going to see that as an option.
Not unless we see a lot of blue Tektites in the dungeons.
Yeah, I think we might see some heart containers dug out of the dungeons if we don't find an early red ring. If we ever find a dungeon, we're still looking for our first dungeon. We're 11 minutes in.
Well, we found a dungeon. We just can't get in.
Don't quite have the requirements for that one yet.
There is the white sword heart container for equations 19.
Yep, and Yumi takes a bop again on the eastern coast. And is he going to go back, or are we going to go up to... I mean, we can't go to Death Mountain. We don't have any bombs.
And there is the bad news for equations. Your bomb shop is probably the rare shop, and it is completely unaffordable.
Oh, might see some gambling, because there's a gambling casino right to the north of it. Yeah, Bogey. Level 9 is in Candle Row there, south of Vanilla 1.
Oh my goodness.
There's a bomb.
Yeah, I was
There's
about
a
to say,
bomb.
what's that blue thing on the floor?
It's not blueberries. That's a bomb. And there's another firing squad screen.
Oh, goodness. And Yumi loses that bomb on top of it.
Yeah, that's tough. But it gives him a
look
couple
at that.
checks.
Equations finds the sword, and it's on 2Q4. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
What a spot for that. And the waterfall takes all your money because there's an old man who says, "Hey, you quote-unquote broke my door somehow." I don't know how you break a waterfall door.
Pour some cement in the waterfall?
That would
just create a door, wouldn't it?
Oh, goodness.
Forgive us, folks. There's not too much to talk about right now because we can't find any dungeons.
Well, Yumi's going to have another shot at finding one with that one bomb he's got left, but I don't know if he's going to... Ow. Pole's voice getting in the way.
Yeah, I mean this overworld, everything is all over the screens. Nothing's concentrated. There's no easy screens to go by. It's a lot of good Ganon defense out here.
There's an abundance of one thing right now that I'm seeing, and that one thing is pain. Oh goodness.
Yumi blows his bomb. He's taking a Tikini road. He's got to get a different approach to getting off this side. And here we go. He's in a perfect spot right now. He's going to scroll over, pick up his sword here shortly.
You might be a little surprised at where it is, though.
I hope he remembers this thing pushes.
He does. There's your sword, Yumi.
And now we can finally play the game.
Now we need to find a bomb and, survive. This is a spot that Equations went down at. Yumi's got to be a little careful. I mean, if this was first quest, this screen would be a joke.
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
Second quest, it's not. That's a tight tunnel to be getting, beam shot at you. And look at that. We have a level on Equations side. We are in board 6.
Indeed, just east of Grave Armos, that one.
Well, enemies a little bit easier in the underworld tonight. So we got the chocolate chips playing some great. There's some bombs for Equations. All right, now we're getting this thing rolling.
Are we though? I mean, we're 15 minutes in and we've found our first dungeon that we can get into. Oh goodness, I can only imagine how Yumi must be feeling right now.
I don't need to imagine it. I feel this all the time, just getting sniped and shot left and right and not knowing where you're going to go. It's a tough way to start out seeds like this, but once he gets rolling, he's a tough competitor.
He absolutely is. But then again, you might just be wanting to share words with the seed. Words we can't share here.
That's true. Equations pulling out the safety strats here on the landmos.
And of course, when you kill one, the other one goes down if you leave the room. Oh, more bomb chances, depending on the HP of these things.
Yeah, I don't think you care what the HP is. You got to try to get another pack of bombs here.
And at 1 HP for Red Koreas, that's pretty massive.
Yeah, you definitely know who you're targeting now when you're running out of bombs.
And red whiz robes, sorry, they rolled down as well to 3 HP.
You love seeing that. I mean, they can cause so much problems in the dungeons, and when they're dropping bombs for you, they're just a sight for something you want to see. Oh look, Landmola set number 2.
Indeed, but they've got nothing important, so no big loss.
Man, the Yumi is just struggling on that side right now.
Yeah.
I think it's time with bombs. You got to go see Death Mountain at this point.
Meanwhile, a third Landmo set in this level. No push block here either.
I think I watched a race earlier today where we saw 4 in one dungeon. So let's see if we can tie or beat that.
It's level 6. It's one of the larger dungeons. I'd say odds are pretty good. Oh, hey, look. Another insect type thing.
Yep, doing some good juking and jiving here, and Equations is wasting all of his bombs, but he knows that there might be something good here, and it's the Triforce.
Oh, there's something good, all right. Just leave the room, and that Triforce is staying there until you pick it up.
I mean, oh no. MRP, I'll let you take that one. Shuttered in without the tutor, which we know is on the coast. We're just looking for a ladder.
We're gonna need, and we're probably going to need it now.
I mean, with the lack of dungeons that we've seen, there could be 2 or 3 dungeons under the recorder.
I wouldn't argue with that, quite frankly. Equation's not happy with the state of level 6, wants a little bit more exploration.
Yeah, I think, you know, with this flag set, you really cannot leave a dungeon unless you get the staircase item out of it, because you don't want to be backtracking 2 or 3 times to go find something that you should have had the first time you were in. That's what really is slowing people down.
Oh, speaking of staircase items, is this where Equations finds theirs? Nope.
Nope, we did see arrows on Yumi's side. Must not have caught those on Equations, but in the Para Armos there, we got some wood arrows for purchase.
89 rupees, and that transport, I don't blame Equations in the slightest here. It's like, I'm not going to beat my head against the wall more than I have to. Let me out of here.
Yeah, no, I think at that point, you probably grab the Triforce and you just dip out.
Equations just want it out.
With the whistle, free whistle, once you find the ladder, I think you got to pick up the Triforce before you leave.
You've got it. There you go. Oh, finding level 2 at the Grave Potion Shop.
Grave's got all the goodies tonight.
Indeed, and goodness, this is potential here for Equations.
Yeah, depending on what's in here, you could stretch a lead out.
I mean,
there's a pretty decent enemy set.
Yeah, there's the Tektites I was mentioning earlier, so there's a chance to get some money here. And bombs.
Did Yumi just find a large secret?
No, he found another medium. Second of 3, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I saw him save it, so I didn't know if it was the big one just to make sure he could do something with it, but...
Oh, boy. Is that a ladder block Triforce in 2?
Most certainly looks like it.
Well, there's your heart container. Probably not the item?
No, yeah, well, yeah, probably not.
I mean, it could be, but we don't know yet, and we won't.
Oh no, the old man had the heart.
Oh right, you're right.
No, I'm not right. Jess is right. She's got it on the tracker.
Also, this. Well, Yumi finds level 6, and he's about to have a little fun here.
Map for level 2, and that's a pretty good level 2. It's pretty spread out.
Oh goodness, Blue Moblins also rolled 1 HP?
Well, at least something's going right for these guys.
Yep. Dungeon enemies drop bombs like candy. They must think they're blueberries. Chat mentioning that it's possible that you can bomb into the Triforce room from below.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I'm also curious to see how Yumi fares in this level 6.
Yeah, he was safety stratting there for a second, but he's kind of ventured out and he's testing the waters now. Ooh, gets a fairy as a reward.
Yeah, that's clutch right there.
I'm kind of surprised Equations isn't going left here. Oh, I guess he's got this one room down here he's got to see.
Yep. And oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. Red ring in 2. Equations probably just... He probably let out a cheer.
Oh yeah,
that?
you got to be ecstatic to be seeing that right now. And then he can go here, and he's got to be able to bomb up as long as there's not a top moat here. Yep, he can grab the Triforce and dip. What is he doing?
I'm not sure. Did he?
You've already been in this room.
Yes. But...
He didn't remember. He's probably so excited he saw the red ring, he forgot what this room looked like. He's gonna cheap it. He's gonna cheese it.
And if he does that and leaves the room, that Gleeok is going to leave that Triforce on the floor, just like what happened in level 6 for him.
And that is why he is playing, and you and I are talking.
This is why I'm not in the tournament. I know I wouldn't be thinking like that. Great heads up play. There's a Triforce. Now Equations is going to go look to see if he can bomb in.
Yeah, to answer a question in chat there, Bogey, he left the Triforce in 6, and we were kind of perplexed because once he picks up the whistle, he can get right back there. So we're not quite sure why he left 6 without the Triforce.
It's going to be an easy grab anyway. And there is our first Triforce of the night. 25 minutes in, pick up in 2. Equations19 with the lead.
And Yumi got trapped in the same Dig Dogger room right of the Triforce, so we'll see if he'll go back and pick it up. He hasn't seen the transport staircase yet here either, so he might have a lot more to dig out of this 6.
The problem... Oh, there's the large secret in 1Q6. 114 rupees. Here's the problem for Yumi. He may not want to find the transport staircase. It leads right into a reverse C with 2 blue landmos.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on what's in this 6. I mean, this 6 could hold the key. Could be the bow, could be the silvers. We don't know.
Could absolutely be either one. And this is not like some Zelda games. You're going to need the silvers to win here.
Yeah, Yumi knows there's nothing in that room that he needs or wants. There was literally nothing in there. So he's still checking around, trying to figure out where he needs to go. Sees our bomb drop opportunity.
Doesn't get it. Meanwhile, Equations continuing to dig Western Debt Mountain. And finds level 8.
Yeah, level 8's a good dungeon. You got 2 items you can get out of this along with the heart container. And finds, well, not an immediate staircase because that shutter door is closed.
I mean, the only downside of it is that it's bright. It's
very mustardy yellow bright.
Absolutely. Oh, hey, look, Zelda's room is in level 6.
Oh, folks, Zelda is not in her room.
Heads up play with that bomb. Gets rewarded with another bomb drop. Is that... Nope, that is no bomb upgrade here.
Also, the old man is colorblind. Equations is currently red. Alright, Yumi's got 1 key, 2 key doors. Is this the staircase, the transport staircase?
Yes it is. And Yumi's about to get really bad news.
Yeah, we'll see if he... Oh, he's not even gonna... He's gonna take a... No, he's gonna go back. Change his mind.
I'm not sure he's gonna be happy about this.
We'll see if he comes back in or if he leaves too.
Oh, he gets a safety strat.
He got the safety strat. Let's go, Yumi. Yes, what a great play.
That was heads up, because I know a couple of runners would have panicked seeing that.
He's got one bomb and one key, so he's got. I think he's gonna use the key. Yeah.
Okay, he just wants out, and I don't blame him.
Hey, look what else is in level 6.
Oh, Ganon's room. Fun.
Ganon is not in his room, folks.
You know Ganon. He likes to travel a lot. He wants to see all of Hyrule's stadiums and get angry when the home team loses.
He's got those frequent flyer recorder miles.
Absolutely.
We're still looking for a staircase in 6, though. Yumi's gonna probably. He don't have a key to go. Oh, he could have Kanana keyed that one though.
Not a huge loss, I feel.
Yeah, he can go left here and maybe get back down into that room. He's got the commitment to the 6.
Level 5 found. I believe that's just west of level 8.
Yeah, in a power bracelet spot too. So power bracelet is coming in to play here.
And equations saying, yeah, another dungeon? Let me at him. There's a semi-worthless compass for Yumi.
Yeah, this is a big 6 MRP. This thing's huge.
Uh-oh. Speaking of huge, there's our mugger for tonight. And paying that bomb? No, not tonight. Not with how hard those bombs were to acquire.
Yeah, I don't want to give up bombs or money or really keys. I know Equations got 4, but they're not that easy to find. I don't want to give up anything.
I believe that is the last of Equations takings for today. Speaking of that 6, there's your map in the top left corner.
Is that 31, 32?
Not sure. Meanwhile, Western Debt Mountain continuing to reward Equations. There's level 4. So we've seen levels 4, 5, 8 in Western Debt Mountain. 6 was fairly nearby as well.
Yumi's 2 5s and a 1 from that bomb upgrade. I think I'm trying to get that if I can get somebody to drop me some money. Anything I can have more of in this seed, I'm taking it.
Absolutely. But those Vyers won't drop any money.
I was gonna have to look elsewhere. God, Yumi's seen like 92% of this thing and still hasn't found.
Oh, there's the heart container.
Gets the heart container. And Equations is out of that level. Did I miss something in there?
There wasn't much, but combat was a little bit rough with those blue dart nuts making their first appearance of the night.
Yes, that'll do it with 7 hearts and wood sword and blue candle.
I mean, don't get me wrong; it's entirely possible to do it. Right now, you're in Speedgaming Live. This is our big tournament of the year.
Yeah, you want to be looking like you're making smart decisions, and if you can't get through that, it's smarter just to leave and come back when you're better equipped.
Oh, Yumi using that last bomb. It might have found something here.
Yeah, this is pretty much has to be the item at this point.
It is our item.
Good.
How about that ladder?
Oh, that is pretty big right there, MRP. I think that this gets us a little bit closer than it was.
Absolutely. I mean, Yumi can get that recorder anytime now. And now Yumi's saying, get me that Triforce. I want out of this place.
Yep, a straight beeline to this Triforce to see where else he can go. Yumi's got to be feeling so good right now that there's really nothing stopping him. He's got to start clearing stuff quick and finding the stuff that he needs.
Right now, he needs bombs, and he needs to get to Western Debt Mountain. That place is loaded. Pick up in 6 for Yumi. Not enough money for that blue ring there.
I don't think the Bank of Hyrule's open to be giving out loans, so Yumi's going to have to do this one by himself.
Well, speaking of the bank, Yumi doesn't know it, but he's about to hit the bank. He's about to hit the bank.
Yep, he's going to be pretty excited to see this too. When it takes 34 minutes for 2 positive things to happen to you in a row, you're going to take whatever you can get.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, important purchase on Equations side. That is a wood arrow purchase.
Yeah, that could be a good way to farm money on the overworld. We saw a couple strictly Pole's Voice boards, and then also if you run into a Goma in the dungeon that's got a staircase possibility, it could come in handy there too.
I mean, you need the bow for it as well. Meanwhile, Yumi hits level 2, and this could be a game changer for him as well.
Oh yeah, once he sees the red ring here, he's gonna just really get locked in and get focused and try to go, as fast as he can, because he's got to be feeling behind right now.
I mean, wouldn't you? You're one Triforce in, 35 minutes into the match, and this flag set traditional doesn't run that long.
Yeah, we've been somewhere in the hour 15 kind of range for the upper echelon runners, and we've seen some sub hours as well, so these could be some quick ones. But it's been a lot of full clears too, so usually it's a little lopsided. Overworld's a little more, harder on the enemies, or the underworld is. So we're pretty much seeing all this play out in this seed.
There's the map. Let's see just how committed Yumi is to cleaning this place out.
Yeah, I mean, a dungeon this small, and you only got one more room to go before you start heading back towards the Triforce. You got to clear these little ones out. You got to have every item. You can't be double dipping something this small. I believe if we go all the way down this column, that's the red ring, correct?
That's correct. It is at the very southern part of this this dungeon. Meanwhile, the arrow offering a medium secret tonight. Uh-oh. A little bit of trouble, and Yumi says, nope, don't want it. But is he going to go back into that room to try and go south? Not yet. Oh, he's going to give her another shot now. Meanwhile, Eastern Debt Mountain not paying off nearly as much as the western part did.
Yeah, in 2Q, unless you got the whistle, there's really not much over here. And Yumi on another beeline straight for the Triforce. He's building himself up a good decent amount of hearts, and he's got the red ring, and he's got to be feeling.
He doesn't have a sword.
Oh no! This is why, if you play this game with 2Q enemies on, you have to track the blue bubble rooms in your dungeons.
And if there was a blue bubble room exactly where the red ring was.
Yeah, but you're so stoked to see the red ring, you just kind of space out everything else that's in that room.
I think that's what might have happened. And level 1 foundry equations, and don't let the level 1 tag fool you. This is one tough dungeon already.
Yeah, we got the Dark Nuts back in both varieties. But you get 2 items in this dungeon, though, so it's worth sticking around.
Not in a 2Q1, you don't. Unless I'm completely mistaken.
No, this is Shapes. It's 2Q Overworld.
Ah, gotcha.
Yep, it's it caught me in the first couple ones too. I was like, why is this 4 not giving me 2 oh no, 2Q Overworld Shapes Dungeons.
Fair. I mean, this is why another reason why I'm not in this tournament.
So we found the floor heart in 1. So we got 2 more items here and a staircase that's going to take us to a little 3-room offshoot up there.
Well, there's another floor item. It's a red candle in 1.
Boy, the progression items have been... Oh, there's our $60 or 1 bomb, and Equations is going to pay the money to see one room.
I mean, if this is the Triforce room, you're not saying no. And besides, enemies can drop money too.
Hey, just got a $5 refund right there. 6.
I mean, this isn't exactly the hardest room in the world either.
It'd be a lot easier if you had that ladder out of 6, though.
That is true. And there is the compass. We're going to see where that Triforce is. And it's in that room. It's in that
room. You're going to have to pay to play, baby. Pay to play. Did you hear that?
Yep. We have a recorder pickup. And what's that? That was a key.
Looks like Yumi's heading straight back here to go get his Triforce out of 2 so he can keep it moving.
Yep. Meanwhile, Equations looks committed to finding that
He should not be in this because he already has 2 floor items and there's a shutter door, so this isn't going to do anything for him.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen this room south of here.
Oh, that's true. Has he been to the room left here?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. There's the answer.
There is the shutter door open. Is this the path that he... Oh, nope. And disappointment. We're going to have to find another way into this.
Yep, we're going to have to get in that transport staircase and see what's on the other side.
Yep. Meanwhile, though, Equations opting says, I'm done looking in this side. I'm best take the Triforce. Dual Triforce pickups for our runners. Yumi will pick up in 2. Equations pick up in 1. We're tied to a side.
Yeah, you want to get that health refill before you go through that staircase. You're right there. You just got to do it. Well, Yumi's got 7 bombs, and the western part of Death Mountain is calling his name.
And we know it is absolutely loaded with dungeons.
Yumi is pretty loaded with being able to handle whatever comes at him, as long as it's not a Goma.
Indeed, we'll have to see. I mean, the bow is still out there as well.
Boy, you know, when we're seeing safety strats in multiple dungeons, that just tells you that some of these rooms are absolutely brutal.
I mean, this counts as brutal in my book. I don't know about you.
I wouldn't want to be doing this on Wood Sword.
Well, Yumi finding level 8 Equations off to the little segment or finds the item. That is critical.
I'd do it with that sword.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a case of the orc slaying sword all over again, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Kill a bunch of Darknuts for a Darknut slaying sword? Yeah.
We've got kind of an interesting, dynamic going on here. Equations got a little bit more offense going on, got stuff a little bit earlier. Yumi's got, the ladder, which is going to really help speed him up. I like how we've taken two crazy different, approaches to this seed.
So for those of you unfamiliar, this is a... for those of you unfamiliar with the amount of semi-useless nonsense that the old men are saying, well, that's because of community hints.
Yep, you're not going to get a single helpful, truthful hint in any of these you're going to watch. So you're kind of on your own out there in Hyrule now.
Yep, this is absolutely not like the Rookie Rumble, where old men were extremely helpful and would tell you more often than not what you wanted to hear. No, not in this tournament. Speedgaming Live, you're on your own.
Yep, got to put a little challenge into it. All right, so Equations is on the dig in 5. Let's see if we can get him the staircase he can get into.
I thought for a moment that would be more trouble for Yumi, but it's just a bunch of keys. Of course, the first staircase of 5, always a transport.
I believe that's in the code.
It's either in the code or it's a very well conceived rule by...
Fred won't confirm it, but
No.
I'm pretty sure it's in there.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Yumi lost its sword.
Yep, I believe he did as well. He would really love to see the wand right about now.
Yeah, that's about the last thing you want to see, meanwhile. And speaking of last thing you want to see, how about this for Equations?
It's just a Landmola party. I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
Yumi's out of 8. He said too soon for 8. Too soon for 8. 5 on the other hand.
That was 3 bombs used for Equations and finds nothing but solid walls.
Yeah, if Yumi wants to pop that door, he needs to go up the staircase and come back down. But he gets a south bomb out of absolutely nowhere.
And is probably wondering, can I have that bomb back?
He's gonna blow his 1 key. So it's a good thing he's got 7 bombs left.
Yep, unfortunately, he could have pirouetted
6.
this one as well.
Yeah, when you reach 46 minutes and you only got 2 Triforces, sometimes you start pressing things thinking you're really far behind and do things like not just take a couple seconds to pirouette the door open.
Yep. I mean, I can fully understand it. You're, as you said, you're 47 minutes in and 2 Triforces. You're not feeling great.
Yeah, and you're on Speedgaming 3 right now. You got that additional pressure on your shoulders. It's these runners, man. They go through it.
You could say that, yeah, but they're experienced runners. Meanwhile, 2Q9, another heart container. No, Yumi says, give me that potion.
Yeah, with how many times he's lost his sword, he said, no mas, we're not doing this again.
Yumi wants back into 5, I think. Uh-oh. He didn't want that.
I think he didn't have a sword, though.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
Map of 4, and that's an interesting shape, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of looks like the top half of Squidward, but I don't know what the bottom half is.
I was just thinking somebody threw their mahjong set on the floor or something.
I can see that too. All right, Yumi's into the staircases. Nope, not doing staircases. Just not quite yet.
Uh-oh. More trouble for equations. That lack of ladder is starting to hurt him here in level 4.
You know, and that could be well, it's not the Triforce room, is it? So, yeah, that room's really not that important right now, but another room out there could be very similar to that.
The problem is, what if the item is hidden somewhere back there?
Yeah, that's also true. The staircase could be behind that Chevy room.
Oh, goodness. And Yumi finds the Landmo party in level 5, says, I want none of it, and I don't want nothing of this place either.
It's gonna be interesting to see where Yumi heads off to here. I mean, he's got some options. He's got some more exploring to do. He's got some places he can go back to.
Look at this mess of a level here for equations.
That's a pretty big 8 too.
Yeah.
Yumi's out of bombs again though, so looks like he's gonna try to find some bombs and hopefully go up to Eastern Death Mountain and show us what else is up there.
I mean, we'll see. He's got no bombs, which is probably his first concern at this point.
Yeah, he knows taking that one hit, he was on a 0 count, so he's going to try to get a bomb off of these blue Lionels, but might not. Oh, there it is.
I mean, it's never easy to get a bomb off a blue Lionel, but sure enough. What do we got here in the desert? More money.
Cash money.
Absolutely. I mean, you've already got the large secret from this scene. So that's pretty safe.
I wonder if he's going to pop over and buy these arrows, because they're just a couple screens to the right here. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't buy a key there.
I think you're on to something when you said about having the arrows. You don't know where your silvers are. They could be Goma blocked.
And you have all this money, and there's nothing that you're going to need to buy except for potions and keys. I mean, or bombs, but you really don't want to buy bombs when they're 39.
You mean looking at the connector, meanwhile, finds a potion shop.
Yeah, from here he's going to head up the ladder, and he can do all the checks, but who he finds the level 1. Let's go. Equations has been in here already, so we know we're going to pull the sword and the candle out of here, and you know Yumi's going to pull them both.
Yeah, you do not pass up an item chance here in level 1.
Alright, well meanwhile Equations is still working his way around level 8 straight into a Patra. Should never have hit the button to open my mouth, because when I do, bad things happen.
I mean, this is Z1R. Bad things happen. I don't think Z1R cares if someone says there are bad things coming. There are always bad things.
That was definitely a fast Patra, though. If you got fast Patras, put them in the chat.
Indeed. And is this an item here for Equations? It is. Well, you're not going to say no to it.
I would say no to that. 100% never picking that thing up.
I mean, some people like that thing.
I like the other one.
Meanwhile, here's Yumi saying, "Oh wait, blue dart nuts? Whatever." White sort of quiet for Yumi.
Yeah, Yumi's got to be feeling pretty good right now, except for his lack of dungeon knowledge and getting scared out of those other two dungeons. But now I think he's going to go back and do 8 after he gets done doing 1. I don't think he's going to keep exploring. Because at this point, you got to start knocking off some dungeons that you've seen. We can't backtrack anymore. We got to go clear all that stuff out and start looking ahead. Well, there's a staircase you're going to have to lose your sword to get into.
Some good candle boosting, but you're right. Equations does find the other item, and I don't know about you. Okay, maybe Equations isn't exactly happy about losing his sword, but hey, there might be blue bubbles in the next room.
That's true. Getting the any key right now, you're never going to turn that bad boy down. I don't know about lighting it on fire. That was a little extreme.
But that red candle coming in real handy for Equations, taking down those landmos with no problem.
Yeah, we're gonna see things speed up here, and we're 55 minutes in. We got 3 Triforces in the lead, but this is gonna close pretty fast.
I think you're right, but we're still missing the bow and silvers. Right now, Yumi's got to head exactly where he's going. Western Debt Mountain is not done.
Yeah, you got to go clear out 8 and 5 and get out of here.
And then there's 4 up here as well.
Oh yeah, and 4. I forgot about 4.
So Boat Runner's now in 8. That any key would be enormous for Yumi right now.
Yeah, I was sitting at 0 keys. Equations was in 8, a pretty decent amount of time to find the key, but he's not going to be able to find anything else without that ladder.
Thank you, chat, for providing the response to that question. The silvers being able to be in 9, but the bow cannot be, because important items in 9 does not seem to be on in this flag set.
That is correct.
Well, there's a key for Yumi. I mean, there's a way Yumi just grabs the Triforce and runs here, because this is a Shapes 8. This is huge.
He's got the recorder. He can come back whenever he wants. That might not be a bad play, but he's going to be passing up the any key if he does that.
I mean, again, you're nearly an hour in, and with the average seed time here being about an hour 15, Yumi might be tempted to take a couple shortcuts.
Yeah, only having 1 key, 3 bombs, you're running out of resources. It might be a play that he does, but he's going to need to find that Triforce first.
That is quite right, but again, that red candle coming in real handy.
And there he gets locked into that room that he just needs to up A and get out of this thing. Yep. So Equations has been in 4 and 5 since I last looked over there. Did we not find what we were looking for in 4?
I think you might be right, but there's a bomb wall we haven't seen yet. This could be interesting.
We might have a ladder block in 4 then.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. There's been a couple of bad ladder blocks for Equations.
Oh, we are $5 short on the bomb upgrade, which would be huge right now.
Yep. Oh, goodness. And you've got 1 bomb left for this. Yeah, I think Equations is doing the right thing here. You need to sort this thing down. You cannot
Yeah.
burn your one bomb on this guy. And then not having him pay with a push block? Come on, game.
Well, speaking of burning your one resource, Yumi just spent the key to not fight the Patra.
I mean, that wasn't the any key, and I think this was.
This is the
Oh,
boomerang. Yeah. He's going to go pick it up. He thought about it.
Yep. Meanwhile, Equations ties it up again. Pick up at 5.
Yeah, so the Iniki's got to be 5 or 6 rooms away from here.
But being out of keys is a problem.
It looks like we got confirmation in chat. 4 is indeed ladder blocked. It's been so long since we were in 6, I don't even remember where it was.
It was pretty buried, if I remember correctly. Good kill for on Patra for Yumi there. And the exploration continues.
Yeah, he can take these 2 open doors, but he's going to need to find a key eventually. All right, well, there's our answer to where the Triforce is. Another Kananaki opportunity wasted there by Yumi.
Meanwhile, Equation's back at 6. If he finds the ladder in here, he's right back in this.
Oh, and the room doesn't bomb, so he needs a key to see that one room down there. Well, Yumi's still in it. He found a bomb hole that leads to 2 more key doors.
And it's not a... That is not a key drop.
It's never a bomb when you need it, and it's never a key when you need that either.
Yep, and now Yumi finds he's in a bit of a... He's got a few problems here.
Yeah, you see the little frustration there. He knows there's a key in the shoot room with the likes, but getting there is going to be the problem. Hey, look who's in 6.
He's been there for a little while now. Or are you not talking about Equations?
Oh, I'm talking about Equations.
Yeah, he's been in there for a few minutes now. There's the map. This is going to be potentially huge.
Yeah, I got the map a lot quicker than Yumi did.
If I remember correctly, Equations was also first to find 6 and spent a fair amount of time there.
All right, so Yumi heading into 5. Got some bombs, no keys.
And we haven't found the item here in 5 either.
Yeah, you know, he wants to leave this with 2 keys. He wants to leave 5 with everything plus 2 keys so we can get back into 8, I think. You gotta clear this room, see if you can get a map out of this. I mean, having a map as Equations finds the ladder in 6 would be really big for Yumi right now. Yumi with 1 bomb, he can't spend it in there again. He's got 3 walls up here too. He can spend. Oh, he did the 1 bomb. Okay, so he can go left here. Nope. All right, so equations is cleaned up 6. We have the ladder, we have the Triforce, so we have a 1 Triforce lead here for equations. You know, he's got that any key as the item that is going to make him progress a little bit quicker than Yumi now. I think this is swung from Yumi back to equations now.
Yeah, honestly, I'd have to agree with you. That Andy key, and now he's got a Triforce lead. If he finds the bow, I think he's got the he's in the driver's seat a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to venture back into 8 at some point up here, but going to do 4 first.
He knows
Yep, he knows this one's absolutely ladder blocked.
And he just got the ladder, so he's going to be like, yeah, this is new for me. Let me at him.
Yeah, you're going to get access to an item in here as well, so it's like I said, it's cleanup time. We're going to put the jets on right here. All right, so is Yumi going to take his 1 key back into 8?
Could be the key he needs to pull this off. But nope, he is out of there. Equation's heading to the larger section of level 4.
I wonder if he's going to go buy a second key. I mean, you got the money. That's right. That was the room that was blocking 4. The Chevy Dig Dogger.
Four was hoarding the keys. Another medium secret here for Yumi.
Yeah, you got to buy a key. You got to go buy a key right now.
Promising room here for equations. Might be able to get something from this level 4. I mean,
have we seen 7?
Have we even seen 3?
Yes, haven't seen 3 yet either. You gotta pick it up.
Yeah, you do. Who knows? Double raft block?
I mean, the way this seed's been going, I wouldn't put it over it.
Yeah, right.
Remember that thing we were talking about about an hour ago about these seeds are full clears a lot of the times?
Yeah, I'm starting to see what you mean now. Still, now equations with a pickup in 4 and leads 5 Triforces to 3.
Yep, Yumi's grabbing some bombs off the Lionels there, and we're gonna check this spot. No level here. Who do you think thinks they're ahead right now?
I mean, I wouldn't say Equations feels terribly behind. He knows that this seed has been a little bit of a punch in the face, shall we say.
Yes, Jesse Andy, that was Mini Rex saying me in the background.
Yumi looks like he is not going to pick up that key, but we've got a raft check coming up.
Yeah, Yumi's clearing all the whistle spots he can get to, hoping that it's going to lead him to where he needs to be.
And the east raft spot is a complete dud. It's a door repair.
That's even worse than a dud.
Yep. And, well, that's not much better on Yumi's side. I don't know.
That probably hurt more.
Yeah.
All right, so Equations has all of these flute checks that Yumi has already done left to do. So I think that the other raft spot might have a level. We have the ladder spots too. We didn't do those yet, have we?
Now the river ladder spots are still unclaimed, and
Oh, you got it. Yumi by the arrows.
oh goodness, I was about to wonder if you would say anything about that.
I mean, you got this money. There's no need to hold on to it. I'd rather buy a key though. I'd rather go to the key shop and buy a key. Nope, hour and 9 minutes in, I have forgotten about the forgotten spot.
It still exists. And there's a level. There's level 3.
Equations hasn't been there either? That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
This is all... Yeah.
So Yumi sees him, man.
Yeah. No, Yumi wants none of this.
He says, I'm keeping my sword.
Yumi, just reset the room. Oh!
There's going to be a blue bubble right here. See? This is the way it is. When you don't care and you run into them, there's never a blue bubble in sight. But when you're trying hard to avoid them, it's always in the next room.
Yep.
I don't know why he's just not up an A to get back here. He's got 3 hearts. He's got his sword.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Nerves.
Let's see what happens here. Okay. Yumi doesn't want anything to do with the seat.
All right.
Nothing in this room.
I wonder if Equations is going to route himself away from the forgotten spot since he just picked up the flute. Because once you get 2 more screens to the left here, you can either go up to the forgotten spot or you need to start heading west to the Dead Woods in that area.
So, very linear 3 here. I mean, not much space for exploration, shall we say here.
Yeah, having 1 key, he might get put in a bottleneck, but could slow him down.
Or this could be the item right here.
And Equations in the second raft spot, so we might have level 7 right here, and that could get us all straightened out.
Nope.
But we don't.
It's just a potion shop. Item in 3. There is your
the
bow.
Let's go.
And that forgotten spot starting to be pretty pricey there for Equations.
And he did route it down to the Dead Woods because there's more whistle spots down here than there is bomb spots up there.
Southwest corner, perhaps? Nope, not there. Another pepper steak store. Oh, goodness. The maze actually has whiz robes in it. That's no fun, game.
Of course it does. So Yumi's got to be going to check the ladder spot. Yeah, I mean, he's right here, and then from here, he's got to go back and do 8 and 5 and 4. You know, he's left those dungeons many times, and I think
By the way, look where Equations at.
There's a 7. We were in the grave.
South of the grave.
South of the grave.
Spot.
Oh, look at that 7.
I'd say something, but I'm pretty sure some someone would object. So I'm just not gonna say it.
Yeah. All right, so Yumi knows once he gets kind of these spots cleaned up here that he's got to go to the grave. So he's got to go clear 4, 5, and 8 before he works his way back down there. But at least everything's kind of in a row for him right now. He doesn't got to go jumping around trying to find all of his dungeons. They're all clustered together.
And unfortunately for Yumi, Equations now has knowledge of almost all of his dungeons. The only one he's missing is level 3, but he's not that far from it.
Yeah, and it's not too far away from 8 either, so Equations doesn't have that problem either of not being able to have the dungeons close to each other. I still am just shocked that Yumi hasn't bought a key in the last 15 minutes.
I mean, he's held on to 200 plus rupees. Item in 7, perhaps? There it is. The silvers are in 7.
Silvers are in 7.
I was about to say the silvers might have been in 9, but no, game proves me wrong.
And with both items out of 8, Equations just needs the Triforce from there, and then you have to dig 3. You have to see the item in 3 before you go to 9.
I mean, especially with how small 3 was. Equations can just beeline it to the Triforce, and he is. There it is.
Yep. And Yumi's in the key dungeon, so he's picking up keys now, so he shouldn't have any problems getting through 8.
Problem is it too little too late?
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
I mean, at this point, Equations has Red Ring. Must know level 3. He's closing in on it, but let's see. I mean, they don't call it Forgotten Spot for no reason.
That's very true. Looks like he's going to whistle somewhere. Let's see where it takes him to. Right to the same screen he was already on.
Well, just 2 east of it. Actually, that's only going to speed him up.
Yeah, but he's taking that beeline straight to the Forgotten Spot. So I think he's got the path. He's ready to knock these things out.
Yeah, this is going to be his last dungeon to find.
Yeah, I mean, Yumi's, that 8 is huge. He's got to get through that. He's got to get through 7, which did take too much time, but, you know, he's gonna see probably too many rooms at this point to come out ahead here.
I'm going to be quite honest with you, Rex. I think the turning point was Equations finding that Amy key in 8.
Yeah, I mean, there really was nothing stopping him at that point. You got the red ring, you got the white sword, you got, you know, every door is unlocked to you. I think that definitely was the turning point.
I mean, Yumi's not out of this yet. I mean, we all know what we call level 9 around here.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty crazy 9s lately too, so it's never over until somebody .duns.
Not over until someone finds a kidnap. And you weren't kidding. Yumi finding key after key after key. Up to 5 now.
Well, you're the one that said it. You saw all these keys in 4 the first time Equations was here. I'm just regurgitating all the good information.
Question in chat. Yumi was thinking about buying the arrows but decided not to. Maybe prioritizing keys. I'm not sure about that.
He didn't buy anything.
Exactly. He's been holding on to those 200 plus rupees for a long time. And there it... Go ahead there, Rex.
Yeah, there's the bow for Equations. Yeah, I was going to say, he saw multiple shops, and he knew there's a key shop right next to level 8, so he could have spent this money at any time in the last 20 minutes.
Oh, but he might have been thinking bomb upgrade, perhaps.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the bomb upgrades, I think were at least 100, and we've seen them. So
102 or 103 or somewhere around that
yeah,
range. But now with bow, silvers, and 7 Triforces in hand, equations is going right to level 8, and he's gonna knock it out.
yeah, and Yumi just picked up 2 more checks that he does not want to go see as well. So it's just compounding at this point.
Yeah, this is we're approaching dangerous territory here for Yumi. But this fight not over yet. That is 5 Triforces on the board for Yumi, trailing 7-5.
And we know 5's right there. It's easy to get through. 8's right there. He's seen a bunch of 8. You know, it's like I said, it's not over yet.
And he is a little bit of a distance away from level 7, but can be easily closed.
Yeah, you know, he's going to need to go towards the grave instead of towards the raft spots. That's going to be what really going to tell us if he's going to have an actual shot or not.
Honestly, I think the one of the things that's going to decide just Yumi's fate here is if he finds the any key in this level 8.
Yeah, he's got 4 keys, but you need the any key at this point.
Yeah, I mean 4 keys and you've still got level 7 and 8 to go. Not to mention level 9. I mean, equations at this point, he's just going like, locked door is pretty much door, let me go through it. I don't care. Meanwhile, look at Yumi just in this room alone. He's like, which door do I go through?
Yeah, you know, you got to weigh your options of, you know, how many rooms can I see through this door versus this door if you're going to be spending keys. It's kind of rattling at this point, but he finds the staircase he might need here.
I believe this is the one for Yumi. You want what's down there.
Yeah, I definitely remember this on equation side now.
Yep, there is the any key.
And he's just saying to himself, if I would have spent that key 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
But now it's equations just picked up the Triforce and 8. Now Yumi's got to get up to the Triforce, and that's still a pretty good distance away.
Yeah, but he is beelining it. Now, however, with equations having 8 Triforces, he knows exactly where level 9 is, and he is going right for it. But okay.
We're going to do a little stop and get a potion before we head to level 9, which is in Campbell Row, 2 screens up from here. As Yumi picks up the Triforce in 8, he's going to head up to 5, and then need to make a decision on where he's going to find level 7. Just a reminder to everybody, the new tie-breaking rules this year does mean that you do want to finish these early races. You need to get a times defeated by number, and you want to keep the amount of time that you lost to your opponents as low as possible, as it is one of the tiebreakers in this year's event.
With money on the line, anything you can do to improve your standing, you're probably going to do, even if it means, finishing 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes behind your opponent.
Yeah, all these groups this year are very kind of evenly put together. There's a lot of people, like we said earlier, Yumi Equations started at the same time. They're 50-50 in their last 6 matches. Their average margin of victory, Equations usually beats Yumi by about 12 and a half minutes, and Yumi usually beats Equations by about 6. So it's kind of starting to flesh out about that way today.
Seems like it, yes. But then again, remember that level 9's nickname. We call it the Great Equalizer.
That we do, and Equations is pushing all these blocks to mark staircases, just in case he does need them later for a magical staircase situation.
Always a possibility. From Equations yet. Meanwhile, Yumi continuing to tear through this level 5.
There's a big pickup on Equations side, getting the map to level 9. Got a couple holes over here on the left-hand side, a little chunk taken out of the right-hand side. So we could have some funny business going on here.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly a fan of that little nub on the southeast corner here.
Yep, nubs can get kind of wonky here as Yumi finds the book in 5.
And that's going to confirm our 2 items at level 9. The wand and the wooden boomerang are in 9.
You know, we've been seeing a lot of wands early in seeds, the last week or so, and here we got no wand to be spoken of.
Nope. That thing's buried in Ganon's corner. Nice.
I think the wand has been a really good tool to be keeping these things under the hour 15 mark for sure.
Compass found for Equations 19. Kidnaps over in the northeast corner.
Alright, we've got half the puzzle solved. We just need to hear a roar at this point.
Absolutely. We've already got the silvers as well. Now the only other problem is how to get to the kidnapped. For all we know, Ganon could be right around that corner as well.
Yep, and we have the 2Q bubbles introducing themselves in level 9. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, we've seen these bubbles cost some people some races. Previous tournaments.
Yep, and Yumi's found his compass in level 5. Knows he's got to go back to start to get that. Just another kind of time suck, going all the way up in level 5 to get a book that you don't need and a compass that tells you you're gone the wrong way.
I mean, at the same time, I forget, is the book Atlas here?
Yes, I believe the book is indeed Atlas here.
So that could be an advantage for Yumi as well. Having the map early in 7 and having automatic map at 9. As Equations
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so far it hasn't hurt Equations that much, and time is ticking on Yumi.
Yeah, so Yumi's got the decision right now. Do I go to the grave or am I whistling somewhere towards a raft spot?
There's that nub I was talking about earlier. And it doesn't have much of anything.
Yumi making the correct decision to go to the grave. So looks like it's going to take him a couple screens to get over to level 7, but You know, if 9 keeps doing its thing, Yumi could take one of those early staircases and put himself right back in this.
But he does need to find the silvers in 7. If he gambles on the silvers in 9, he's going to end up disappointed.
Yeah, you know, the odds are going to tell you to go to 9. 2 items versus 1 item in relatively the same size dungeon, but we know that's not the play you want to do.
I mean, we'll see. 7 is a little bit, oh, just look at it. It looks like it's guiding you in one direction only.
Well, that's a good plus right there, hitting the compass early. Now you got to see a staircase here.
I just came from the west, old man, says equations.
Yeah, he's working on the path. We're kidnapped here, so if we get Ganon in one of these rooms here, no, didn't hear anything.
Not yet, but there's the door for kidnapped. Ganon is heard in the next couple rooms. Maybe here? I mean, that's a roar,
No.
but that's not the one we want to hear.
It's not the one we want to hear.
And that is not it. Equations is going to keep looking. And meanwhile, I think this... Yes, it is. That is a silvers for Yumi. He's hit go mode.
Alright, now he's got to make that trek down to get the Triforce piece, and he knows where 9 is, so he'll be on his way to 9.
Yeah, we've got a race here, folks.
Yeah, I'm telling you, one of those first staircases could really flip this thing over.
You're absolutely right. I mean, equations, he's got the compass. He's got everything he may want, but right now the problem is usually it's the kidnap that's the hide-and-seek champ of Hyrule. I think they lost their title tonight.
Yeah, Yumi's going to sacrifice all those hearts just for the time to get closer. Not being able to whistle on that screen, it just takes too much time to get to a different screen to do the whistle and all that kind of stuff. But
can't say I blame him in the slightest.
Yeah, Equation's got a lot of this dungeon with the footpath on it.
Yep. And now here comes Yumi. He's in
a completely different colored 9.
Yeah, very true. But here's the question: How much does Yumi prioritize staircases here in this 9?
Yeah, I don't know if he's a staircase guy or not a staircase guy, or I don't know what he's gonna do.
He's gonna knock out this Dig Dogger is what's going to happen right now.
Yeah, if he takes the staircase, it could flip his... No, he doesn't
Equations takes this one though, and did Yumi change his mind? No.
No. All right. Well, who's gonna take the correct staircase? I think is the game we're gonna play.
Absolutely, and if Yumi uses the same strategy as Equations did, there is going to be Equations has the advantage purely for the sake of he's already run all of this.
Yeah, it could just be a luck thing at that point. Who takes the right staircase the first time?
Absolutely, and now both of our runners are in the same quadrant. Actually, in the same room.
They're in the same room. Yeah, this is this is crazy.
And they're making the same decisions. Oh, but there's the up and A for Yumi.
Yeah.
What's the play now?
Does he take the staircases?
We've got another problem. Equations is missing a crucial thing right now. Money.
Oh no, he needs 1 rupee to be able to defeat Ganon, and he does not have that. You know, Yumi's been hoarding this money the whole time, and we've been giving him a little bit of flack for it, and now we might have been wrong. We might have been wrong on that one.
Oh my goodness. Rex, we have given him a ton of flack for this.
But just think about it. If he would have bought that key a half an hour ago to get into 8 to get the innie key, he would have cut 15 minutes of exploring the overworld looking for whatever he was looking for.
Oh, wait a minute. Have we been in this area before? I'm not. We've been near the nub.
Yeah, we went up the nub.
Yeah, now there's Yumi going up the nub, and he's like, do I want to? Nope.
I don't know if he wants to go up the nub quite yet.
Nah, there's nothing in there. Meanwhile, Equations might be looking at the southeast, and I think that's the one quadrant we haven't seen.
I am on like the edge of my seat right now. I
know
that this happened 15 minutes ago, but I can't go look. I want to know with my own eyes.
I don't want to look either. I mean, I know there's a stream delay on this, but there ain't no way I'm looking at the race room right now.
And these guys are sitting here. You know they're watching because there's no way they're going to spend another 15 minutes in 9. These guys are done, and they're just like
maybe. I don't know if they're done. Quite frankly, this 9 has been doing things.
That's why I love this game, man. I love this stuff. This is so great.
And again, Equations still in. There it is. You needed that, Equations.
Oh, look at that staircase. That's a juicy looking one.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's definitely not an item staircase. Equations has found both items. Where are we headed with this? Oh, goodness. That's a one-off, and that's a bad place to be.
That's not a good place to get spit out. All right, is Yumi going to start taking... No, he's still going to explore.
And there's another goose egg where you don't want one for Yumi. He's out of bombs.
Oh no. Equations is holding on to his last dollar. He's got it in his back pocket. He's ready to pull it out, but...
And now just don't miss.
Oh, it's the worst because like the whole top half of Ganon doesn't even exist, and you could blow one right through his skull, and it wouldn't make a difference. Always got to go for the body. Always got to go for the body.
That's an interesting mental image you just got there, buddy.
Oh, we've all put some arrows through Ganon's skull before.
Yeah, and chat right on it. If
we don't skewer the bacon, we could be in trouble.
Absolutely. And speaking of trouble, Yumi might be in a little trouble right now, but clutches it out.
That was nice. That was a good play by Yumi right there.
Yep. Now it just has to be careful with those blasted bubbles. Not much you can do about that one.
Couple bomb opportunities here, but we get the clock instead.
Yep.
Is Yumi going to take his first there?
Maybe. Well, now, yeah, Yumi with those red bubbles frozen. Get in there. Just get in there, buddy. And he's in the corner. Have we? I don't think we've seen this.
I don't think we've been down here.
No, I think Yumi might have hit something here.
Get those bombs. Get those bombs.
And oh my goodness,
God, we've got Ganon
in the corner at
he
1
has
hour.
Flipped it over.
1 hour, 37 minutes, and 52 seconds. Ganon's been hiding in the corner the whole time.
And Yumi's got potions. Yumi's got potions. He's got one left.
Use that right now.
I feel so bad for Equations right now, man. He's got in there so early, and he made a couple comebacks too.
And look at the screen right now. He's trying to figure out where have I not gone yet. Oh god! Oh goodness! That corner. And well, Ganon's not
he's not playing nice.
No, he's not. No, he's doing the anti-Matthew McConaughey here. All left, all left, all left.
Yeah, it's a good thing we found that red ring, because in this room, him doing that could be trouble.
But there is the final shot, the silver arrow. There's the bacon. Yumi needs to find the kidnapped.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't have the
unlike
compass.
equations, he has absolutely no idea where she is.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
And that's no hints either. You're on your own, Yumi.
You're on your own.
And if I remember correctly, yeah, this section doesn't give it at all.
And he has not been up there at all, so he's gonna have to start taking staircases.
Was there a staircase leading? No. No game. No. Okay.
Jess, I saw you asking for it earlier. No meat blocks. You've done enough to them.
Yeah. I've had my share of calling marathon races. Now here's equations using a staircase himself. Is this going? Nope, it's the wrong one. That's the wrong one for Yumi.
Wrong one for
well.
Yumi too. Yeah.
However,
gotta find the right one.
Could this be the right one? I mean, there's it got him further from where he wants to go, but he's just taking another one.
But that's going to be an item staircase, so he's got to find a different option.
Yep. Maybe. Wait.
Yeah, this could push. Yep. With the standing items in a normal spot, it can still push.
And there's the other item. Great. Yumi says 3 for 3 game.
All that money is coming into play right now. Yumi is not messing around. He's got the full bankroll.
I mean,
spray him, Yumi.
Yumi, you got to get to the bottom of the staircase. And question in chat: did I call a 3-hour race earlier this year? That is correct. I called a 3-hour 45-minute. It was a long one.
Yumi's checking the nub.
He's going to be disappointed when he checks the nub. And oh goodness, it's a high five again, and Equations knows where he's got to go to, but
yeah, just can't find the
get
stair.
There. 9 doing 9 things.
You said it earlier. Wait for the great equalizer. It might poke his head out.
And did it ever tonight?
All right, so if Yumi keeps going north here, he's going to run into the compass. I know it's up here, but he's going to take a stair, though.
He is throwing himself down staircases time after time, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I'd be doing that as well. This is good.
Yeah, this is getting closer. He is, I believe, 5 rooms out, and I think there's a direct road. Well, not so much direct, but there's something.
But Yumi, once again, doesn't have a sword, so he's just got the silver arrows at this point.
He's got a full supply of bombs, too, and that might be critical here.
Yeah, I think that might be the difference right here, is he's got enough bombs to get him there.
I think you're right. That's not it. However, I believe there is the door.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the GGs in the chat.
Absolutely. Get your GGs out for your race winner here tonight. Why Must You Hate Me? Official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 43 seconds. My goodness. there is the roar. Equations. And joining us in the booth right now, race winner. Why Must You Hate Me? Congratulations. GG's.
Hey, thank you.
GG's, Yumi.
That was a race. That was a seed.
Yeah, I saw that he had 9. I couldn't figure out how I won. I was like astonished. Like that had any chance how poorly that went. But yeah, you got stuck in 9. It looks like
you found the staircase. That's it. A little bit of luck. This thing was back and forth, Yumi. I mean, Equations was pretty much ahead for the first 20 minutes, and then you found the ladder, and then you got yourself back in it. And then you got the whistle, but then he stumbled into the bow and the white sword and the silver, and then it was just kind of back and forth. And it was just such a great race, man. I thank you for this.
Yeah, man. Well, I was thinking it was going to be an entertaining one because it was definitely one of those. I was struggling to hold it together, struggling with the whole going into 5 and then 8, then 5, then 8, and run out of bombs, and then not having keys for 8. It was just a freaking disaster. And I would leave, and I was up in Death Mountain, so I had to leave and walk around, find another level, go back to 5 and 8. I must have been in 5 and 8 like 6 times a piece, it felt like.
And then you've got that overworld off the start. That wasn't kind either.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh my god, I just kept dying over and over in the same spot. How many times did I die? Probably 5, 6 times on that in the exact same 4 screens. It's kind of gonna walk all the way back.
I mean, Lionel's and Wizroads. I mean, Rex was saying, I'm more worried about the Wizroads, and I'm just going like, Lionel's aren't very nice either.
Yeah, it was just I was just getting absolutely destroyed. I have 8 deaths, and they were probably all overworld, so good times.
And meanwhile, get your GGs out in chat for your race runner-up, Equations19. Official race time, not GG time, of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 56 seconds. Margin of victory tonight is 3 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah, Yumi, we were talking about, you guys started playing this game about 2 weeks apart from each other, and you guys have raced 36 times, and you've won 6 of them, but you've won 3 of the last 6 with an average margin of victory of 6 minutes. And we said Equations is either going to beat you by the 16 that he usually does, or you're going to beat him close to the 6 that you normally do, and that's kind of how it played out.
Yeah, I think it was a seed that we both are happy to get out of the way. I mean, I should speak for myself, but I don't know. It was just one of those, like, I don't think either one of it played it as cleanly as we could, is what I'm trying to say. But, I got lucky in the end, which doesn't happen very often, so I'll take it.
And joining us in the boot, race runner-up, Equations19, GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Oh, GG's, man.
Yeah, so I actually felt really good about that one until 9.
You should have, man. There were points in this we thought you were pretty far ahead, and then it just comes down to find a staircase in 9 after you full cleared the whole stupid level.
Yeah, I think I did a world tour of 9 2 full times, maybe. I kept looking for a staircase room that wasn't there because the one that was the staircase room I had marked as didn't push.
Oh man, I remember what room it was.
It was 2 in from the entrance.
Oh gosh, that's why I got lucky, because when I started, I got kind of caught up north, and I couldn't really go anywhere. Then I got caught in the bottom left corner, and I was like, you know what? I didn't need to start taking staircases. I just wanted to get out of that little rut of walking through the same areas and not knowing where to bomb, and so I just started taking staircases. I up and aid. That's just lucky. Yeah, and it was that first one. It's that 2 staircase, huh? Yeah, right to the right of start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, took it over, and there had the roar immediately on the stair, and I was like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah, we were listening to Equations audio at the time, and we saw you like pause, and I was like, is that is he to the right there? And you made the beeline there. We're like, oh, he's right there. That's a big changer, because I'll tell you, equations, when you got the any key out of 8, Yumi still had maybe 4 Triforces at that point, and we thought it was you were really running away with it at that point, and you're in the
I was
9
cruising
so
at that
much
point.
before.
I had all the overworld block items. Knew I just needed to dig out staircase items, obviously with no hard shuffle, so I knew I could be quick. I knew the bow couldn't be a 9. Everything was lining up just fine.
Yeah. I had all the overworld block items too. I got the ladder super early. I think it was the first item that I got because I went straight into 6 and I did dig it. Ladder was in a horrible spot, by the way. It was in I think a one-off like little room, but yeah, my overworld was just atrocious. That's what and I didn't know what to do. I got to a point where I didn't know what to do, like, because I kept running out of bombs trying to figure out what to bomb in 5. And then I ran out of keys and I couldn't move on in 8. So I kept like weirdly coming back to both of those and not getting anywhere with it.
Did you ever think to just go buy a key with all that money you had?
It crossed my mind. It did, and there's a key shop like right below 8. I don't know. To be fair, I didn't know that the any key was right there. There was doors everywhere. Yeah, I should have. That's what I should have done. Because that any key would have opened up. That would have just been, and it was like one door past the key that I needed to use to get to like progress to. The any key was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Did you have problems with level 5?
I don't have ladder until a 103 on my timeline. I was in most of 6, but I got. I think I had only key doors left, so I called it at that point.
Yeah, it was a one-off key door, I believe. Like, that's why I was like, I just had it almost full cleared, so I had to just finish it off at that point. Which
I think I got blocked in the Dig Dogger room next to the Triforce, and that's when I bailed.
Yeah, level 5 without a map was just brutal. Like I wasted. I mean, I'm looking at my tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 bombs. 8 missed bombs in the first, few rooms. I couldn't figure out like which way to go there.
Yeah, I've got so many bomb walls in that one too. Sounds like the same thing.
And then the one-off. Well, it's not even a one-off room. It's connected, but it looked like a one-off before I had a map. The staircase. I bombed every wall of that staircase room, and none of them bombed. There was 4 more. Ugh, it's just silly.
Yeah, I think kind of the last thing that really we need to bring up was Yumi. When you got the raft, you had the 2 grave whistle spots and the 2 raft spots, and you chose correctly to go to the grave. Do you remember that decision?
Yeah, when I just had set for level 7 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was because that was the closest, right? It was just like the closest area. It was kind of chilling over there. I don't know. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots left on the entire overworld. So I think there was just there was 2 over there, the grave spot, and then the below it. So that was my most condensed area, I guess.
Yeah.
The only other spots I had were the 2 raft spots.
The 2 raft spots, yeah.
And then I left one of the coasts on the south shore.
I've got. I just have 1, the recorder spot next to 1Q9.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that one. That was one that like I should. Next to 1Q9. Yeah. I got you.
All right. Well, I know it's getting late for you guys. MRP, we ready to wrap?
I believe so. GG's to both Yumi and Equations. You guys are both big threats. You two were very close to each other. So, Yumi, keep it up, and Equations, do not let this loss get you down. You are going to get your share of wins in this tournament. I can tell you that right now.
I'm good. I already told Jess she has to give me a 30-minute lead because of that seed she rolled.
We shouldn't have let Jess roll. Like, what were we thinking, man? Like, what were we thinking? That was a very, very annoying seed. So, thanks, Jess.
You're welcome.
No, yeah, that's good. I'm good. Thanks for doing the comms and stuff, guys. It's always a blast getting the restream. Everyone knows that I love me the restream, so I'm gonna watch it back tomorrow. And yeah, let's both kick Jess's butt. Equations. That's our goal.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'm not sure. We gotta schedule that. I gotta schedule all my other ones still. But, we'll get those happening.
All right, you two. Thank you for joining us, and GG's once again.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
And before we wrap up, we have to absolutely thank our tracker tonight, and you just heard her, Jess Andy. Huge thanks to you for tracking tonight, because I say it all the time, without our trackers, we're just lost at sea. We don't know what's going on.
I barely know what's going on with the tracker, so I'm so thankful for Jess is here to assist me there.
Absolutely. And Rex, thank you for volunteering to cover this match. Always a pleasure working with you, man.
Yep, I love being in the booth with you. Yumi guilt tripped me into doing this by making a Discord post, so good for you, Yumi. But I think I don't have any parting words. How about you?
I do have some things to share with our viewers, because we're far from done here in the group stage. We've got 4 matches currently lined up. First match tomorrow, scheduled for 9:15 Eastern Time. The Pirate Sheep takes on Jay Coper. That is going to be a match I am going to be watching, because that looks solid all throughout. And a nightcap for tomorrow is at 11:45 Eastern Time. Druis takes on the Gob One.
Late night crew in full effect tomorrow night.
Absolutely right there, Rex. But before we do go, I also have to thank the Speedgaming community for allowing us to restream the tournament on their channels, and a special thanks to the viewers for sticking around, because without you guys, we don't get to do this. So huge thanks to you. And Rex, anything else before we close up for tonight?
I think all I have left to say is so long, and thanks for all the rupees.
Absolutely. So on behalf of my co-commentator, PDX Rex, on behalf of our tracker, Jess Andy, on behalf of our runners, YmustUhateME, and equations19, on behalf of all of us here at the Speed Gaming Network, and all of us here at the Zelda 1 Randomizer community,